First thing we want to talk about is mobile elements. Those are those things that you need so that your things and your promotions and your web pages show up on mobile devices. So you'll have mobile pages. Mobile pages are those pages that are made in such a way that they show up well on smartphones and mobile devices. The other thing you want to make sure that you have is a mobile coupon. Mobile coupon is a coupon, but you don't have to cut it or print it. You actually just show it from your cell phone and it will work at whatever establishment set it up. The other thing that's very important for mobile is maps, because you're going to want people to know where you're located. They're mobile. They're going to see where you're located in proximity to where they are at that particular moment, and they can get directions and whatnot, and they can even click to call. Click to call is a wonderful feature because you're already on a mobile device, so all you have to do is tap the click to call button and a phone call automatically starts. The other thing that's another mobile element is SMS, which is text messaging. That gives you the ability to own a keyword at a short code, and we explained that before. Keywords are those words that you own, like I own marketing at 6777. I have a client that has dentist, whatever it is, that's your SMS. And we're not going to get into specifically how to do SMS promotions in this module. It's going to be in the next one, but just know it is a mobile element and it is part of the whole landscape of mobile. You're also at some point might want to put together specific mobile landing pages for a click-to-call campaign, or to even get email opt-ins, or to get an SMS, opt-in and whatnot. And again, SMS opt-ins are important because text messages get opened up in the first 5 minutes for the most part, and 95% of the people who receive them open them up. And after all is said and done, and you have all your elements in, and all your search stuff, which is what we went over in the last module, having your local pages and getting your citations and your reviews, well, that will also work from an optimization standpoint for mobile. So you can get your organic traffic that way, and if you do nothing else, you'll be fine. But if you want to go ahead and get more traffic from different sources, then you want to go ahead and you'll get some mobile traffic that you pay for, and I'm going to show you how to do that here. Now, one thing that's pretty remarkable is with Google Places, you're already set up for mobile. You're set up on the map. You can get directions. It has a mobile landing page, which is your Places page, but it's your mobile Places page. You can set up coupons, which I showed you how to do in the last module, and it also is set up for click to call, as well as some advertising that you can do. There's tags. There's Google Boost, which is a new advertising method that I'll show you. There's also some AdWords stuff for click to call and for hyperlocal ads that we'll also go over in this module. So I'm just going to give you an example of how your Google listing goes mobile. So this is a restaurant that I went to with friends on Friday night. So I went to my desktop and I typed in the name and the address. And what I got was their web address and their place page. So I clicked on the place page, and this is what I got. This is what it looks like. There's some pictures, there's photos, there's details, all these things that are important. Then, if you can see here, in two spots, you can go ahead and get directions here and from here. Well, I wanted to get directions because I had never been there before, and it took me to a Google map, and I put in my home address, and here you can see on the left, it actually gave me the directions one by one, how to go and how long it would take. And then over here on the right, it actually gave me a map, A being my home and B being the restaurant, how to get there. Google doesn't stop there. Up here on the right, you have the ability to print it, the ability to send it, and I'm going to show you what that screen looks like, and also a link, meaning that you can go ahead and keep a link for this page and go back to it later. Now here's the sending options, and this is pretty amazing. So I can send it to myself via email and maybe pick it up on my cell phone so I can see the map and the directions that way, or I can send it directly to my car. And some cars are, they're also mobile enabled, so that I can send it to my car or to just a regular GPS device. Get that this is free, and Google is putting you in that position where you can now use it and your clients can use it. The problem is Google is a company of tech geeks. And as much as they think things are really cool, they don't go out of their way to explain it to people who do not get it. So, truth be told, 2% of the people have claimed their Google Places pages, and that's because they don't get it. So it's our job to look smart and actually get people to get it and show them this really cool technology that's available to them. Because your average guy, especially a local business, doesn't understand the web. In fact, 1 out of 2 local businesses don't even have a website. But now with Google Places, they have a place on the web without even having a website. This is so simple that a child could do it for the most part, but they just don't know how to do it. So this is our job. We're going to make it, and we're going to web enable them. And the other thing to note that's really smart is now that we're doing it before most people get it, so we're ahead of the game. So mobile coupons. Remember in the last module we went over how to make a mobile coupon. This is my Google Places dashboard. I clicked on the coupons. You can see I have a coupon here that I made. This is what it looks like. On the right you can see is the coupon that is the web-enabled coupon that you can cut and bring in. And then underneath that on the right you can see that's the coupon, the mobile coupon. Let's click on save, and all of a sudden we're back in the coupons page, and on the right under actions it says edit, pause, delete, and link. Now here's the thing, that coupon is great, but if no one can find it, there's no point. So Google was smart enough to give us a link to it. So when you click on that, this is what you get. And you can actually promote your coupon. You can put it on your website. You can put it, use it on social media, say, hey, check out my coupon. Whatever it is that you want to do. Problem is, look at how long this URL is. It's http://maps.google.com.coupons/page ? Blah 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 blah. Okay, it goes on for a huge amount of numbers. Now, are you going to remember that really easily and say, oh yeah, go to my coupon? So go to http://maps.google.com.coupons.page ? $OI equals IBC. No, you're not going to do that. What you're going to do is you're going to shorten the URL. And shorten URL, there's a lot of URL shorteners, but Google has just given us a really good tool, and it's called goo.gl. So it's goo.gl, and it actually gives you shortened URLs. So that long URL that I just showed you, I pasted here, and I got this particular URL, which is really much easier. It's goo.gl/4ATL. Okay? And here's the thing. If you put a /QR next to that, it gives you a QR code. So it's a local ninja trick. So watch what happens here. I go ahead and put goo.gl/QR after it. And on the right here is a QR code that actually goes to my mobile coupon. It's very, very cool. The other thing that you can see here too is you will also get stats. You can see how many people clicked on your link or your QR code, and what happens is when you scan that, it goes directly to that page. Now, what else has Google done for us? Well, let's take a look at this. We're back at the Google Places dashboard, and over here on the right, you can see another QR code, and there's a spot that you can actually print your QR code, and let's do that. And look at that. We're on the map, Google Maps, and the QR code. Now, as I showed you in the last video, Google's actually sent out about 200,000 of these specific to businesses with a sticker that goes in their windows for local businesses. But you can also print it out. You're going to see this more and more. It's a branding exercise. But also keep in mind that Google is an online company, and they're sending you offline this kind of a sticker that scans in and goes to Google. It's very, very smart, and it really is the next wave. So I'm going to show you how this works. This is my cell phone. I'm scanning the map, and it takes me, whoa, to my Places page, my mobile-enabled Places page. It's got one of my pictures on it. It shows my website. It shows my my phone number. It goes to a map, and oh, look at that. There's my mobile coupon, the offers. Now let's take a look at that. There's my mobile coupon. It says free marketing analysis. It says show offer on your phone at the participating business. So now I already have a coupon and a web page. Now when I click on the map, it shows where I'm located, and on the bottom on the right, click to call, and all of a sudden, whoever it is who's seeing me can call me right away. So Google gets you mobile enabled. Without doing anything else for free, you're mobile enabled. Google Places allow you to be set up not only just for regular local search, but it's mobile. And it also has some advertising solutions that we might want to take a look at. Now, up to this point, everything I've taught you to this point, you can use as basic services for your clients. Everything going above this is really an upsell and ninja tricks and things that you're going to be able to do for your clients to be able to help them, and also so that we can also make more income out of it. So there's Google Tags, which are little tags on your listings, enhancing them. Then AdWords has a hyper-local ads, and also click to call. And then there's Google Boost, and no, it's not an energy drink. It's a new program that Google has just introduced, and it's in beta, but it is going to be moved out in a larger way very, very shortly. Now, I'm going to show you some of this stuff, but keep in mind that there are going to be supplementary videos, which are how-to videos for each of the functions. So let's take a look at all this stuff, and then just understand that attached to this module will be other videos for you to take a look at. Now, here is, and this is the old search results, but it was a good picture to show you what a tag is. It's this yellow little tag here. That's a Google tag. Now, it doesn't raise your search. It doesn't raise you in search. It just enhances your listing. So it kind of says, hey, look at me. Right now, they're going for about $25 a month. Now, AdWords, hyper-local ads. Now, this is a local ad on a cell phone for enterprise rent-a-car, and it's in a specific location. And it's a sponsored link, and it shows you can go to a website or a place page. This is how to set up a Google tag. And here's their little promo. You can advertise on Google for a flat fee. It's $25 a month. You get the first 30 days free. So you can add a tag, and what you have to look at here is that you're going to, what are you going to do? You're going to use a coupon, or you're going to post live updates, or put in a photo, video, reservation links, menu links. There's all sorts of stuff. And you just put it together, and then it sets that up. Now, Google Boost, this is pretty interesting. Boost enables business owners to create search ads directly from their Google Places account, which means they do not have to use Google AdWords to do this. You don't really have to manage it going forward, because after the initial setup, it's set up for you. So Boost ads are eligible to appear in the sponsored links section of Google.com and on the Google Maps search results. This is how you set up a Boost ad. You'd put in your ad description. It'll be in Google Places, and it's only running right now in 3 cities, but once it rolls out, it'll be as simple as setting up there. So you can take here's your ad description. You can either send to your Maps place page or a website. You can set which categories, and then you can also set a budget, and it gives you an estimated clicks per month for that budget. And here's what it looks like. It's really a fabulous looking ad. As you can see here, it's enhanced. It's got stars on it. It shows the maps listing, and it's actually, I think, nicer, and it pops out better than the other sponsored links. And if you look at the map over here, you can see that the blue sponsored link, kind of pops out on the map too. There you go. Now, beyond Google, you can set your clients up to be mobile and mobile enabled with Google alone. But if you really want to help them grow, you're going to take a look at, fancy things we can do with QR codes, other mobile ad platforms that we're going to go ahead and allow you to send traffic, setting up mobile landing pages that are not just your Google Places page. There are mobile banners that you can put together. They're smaller because mobile devices are smaller, but you can have that and text ads, click-to-call ads, and there you go. So we're going to go into QR codes first. Now this is a really cool service. It's called Be Curious, and it's BQRIOUS, and it's really QR codes on steroids. One of the things that's nice about Be Curious is it actually allows you to download your QR codes in a higher resolution to use for print. Most of the ones that are free QR code makers are not really print quality, because web quality art graphics are actually not as fine as print quality graphics, and it's just a matter of that you can't have such a high resolution photo on a website, because what will happen is it'll be a little bit too hard to download and you'll never be able to see the page. But take a look at this. You can make a QR code for your website URL, which we can easily do with Google, so I'm kind of yawn, whatever. But you can also make a QR code with your email, your phone, or any specific text that you want. You can make a QR code that goes to any of your social media. Now take a look at this. You can start to get really creative with QR codes. You can put your basic information on a QR code and put it on a business card. You can put a QR code on a postcard and bring somebody to a website. Or you can have them, friend you on Facebook as a, as a result of that. And then this one's kind of cool. You can go ahead and enter a URL. I just did for Yada Yada Marketing, and although this is not a great graphic, because I did it very quickly, but you can actually make a QR code that's branded to you with your picture on it. This is all done with Be Curious. Be Curious also has a sister company that actually does stats. We'll look at that in another module, but it's very cool. Next thing we want to take a look at is mobile landing pages. Now, a landing page, these are really mobile magnets. These on these landing pages, this is where you have a very small amount of space to get somebody to do something. So you need to let them know, who you are or what it is that you offer, where it is or when it is and why. And here's the biggest thing, and that's missing a lot of times, is how do you reply to this? Are you going to send them to a click to call, or do they fill out their name and email address, or are you going to tell them to text you with something to get a response? That's all the things you want to look at. Now I'm going to show you some other stuff in a minute, but do remember that this is a smaller amount of space, so you actually have less characters than you would even when you were twittering. So it can either be really easy because you don't have that much to do, or really hard trying to communicate something in such a small amount of time. I'm going to show you here. This is WordPress. WordPress, if you're doing anything and you're fairly new, or even if you're not, I love WordPress as a way of building websites, because you can be very flexible, but it's really easy to update and whatnot. And they have all sorts of plugins. They work great for optimization. And I'm not going to teach you how to use WordPress here. That's a course in itself. But if you do use WordPress and you do have clients who are going to be mobile enabled, this is in beta. This is by the guys that actually developed Frugal Theme. And it's a landing page builder for mobile. And I built this page in about 5 minutes. And the thing that's pretty neat about this is it actually detects if somebody's on a smartphone or not. And if they're not, it puts them to a regular web page. And if they are, it just shows the mobile web page. So hopefully by the time we release this, this will be out of beta and you guys can get it for yourselves to build your own mobile landing pages. This is what it looks like on my cell phone. Here's a better picture of it. If you notice, it's a click to call. When you click that, it actually calls them. Here's another landing page builder. It's called MoFuse. It's got elements and whatnot. It's not as pretty. You can do certain things, add Google Tools, QR codes, and play with the layout a bit. But one thing you can't do is integrate like Aweber or Infusionsoft or any kind of mailing software. So somebody fills out a form, you've actually got to do more with it. But it's a pretty decent, mobile page builder. And a lot of people talk about mobile sites. If you have WordPress, there's actually plugins that'll make your posts mobile friendly without going crazy. But if you want to do a full-fledged mobile site, this is the way to do it. And they also have code that will, again, detect if somebody's going to if they're on a mobile device versus a regular device, or let's say, a web browser, so that they get served up the right pages. And this is a page that we made on that. Pretty ugly, but we just did it very quickly, just to show what it would look like. And it's a click to call, and you can, there's got some sharing functions on it. It's cool. On this particular promo, we sent some mobile traffic to it. I think we made $3 for every dollar we spent, and it wasn't even optimized well. So, just in conclusion on that, there's mobile page builders. There's one called BeastMobi. It only does opt-in. It uses, it integrates with Aweber. The pages are limited. It's about $67 a month. MoFuse is the one I just showed you. They have different levels of service, and it's again monthly. As is MobiSite Galore. I think for $16 a month you can make a mobile website on MobiSite Galore. And then, of course, we have the WordPress mobile landing page plugin, which is in beta, but should be available for you guys by the time we release. So that's what we're talking about, is mobile landing pages. You can get creative on this. This is just a couple of ideas of some stuff we did. Now, here's another thing. Applications on cell phones, people use apps. So what's to stop us from making an app and using it for a client and getting business for them that way? So there's a couple of different app makers. Here's iSites. You can create an app real quickly, published to iPhones, Androids, and whatnot. There's also App Maker, which I did a simple app for Yada Yada, and it just shows RSS feeds. This one's real nice. Unfortunately, when you do an iPhone app, Apple has to okay it, and they actually didn't okay this, so we're going to add some other elements to make it more interesting. This one's pretty nice. This actually allows you to do stream audio, put in calculators, contacts, events, forms, locations, news, photo galleries, podcasts, and even a little shop. It's an app, but it's also like a mobile web pages. It's a little bit more expensive, but SWeb Apps is pretty amazing. You can do almost anything with that. And you got to get, it's just like you build this, especially if you have a good client that has a lot of interaction, and you mark it up and you work with them on it, and then you go ahead and you can use the mobile advertising that we're going to talk about to push people to actually download the app. So these are the three simple app makers that I know about: appmaker.com, isites.us, and swebapps.com. Now, these are not the only ones. These are just the three that I know about. Every day there's new and exciting technology, so for sure we're not limited. Now, just get that all these things that I was talking about really, really bring about Fusion. And Fusion, what is that? That's a mix of things, right? So what we've got is offline components, like QR codes that get scanned, online components, mobile components. All these things put together equal business and traffic and people walking into your business. That's the funnel. It's now so interrelated that you really can no longer talk about local without talking about mobile, without talking about all the fusion of that, including social media. Although we're not going to get into social media in any kind of heavy way other than one or two apps, because really Kate Buck has done a course calling Get Social, and it's really the way to do it. And if you fuse that along with this, then you can pretty much handle almost anything for your clients. So let's get into buying traffic here. think about price-wise. Think Google AdWords in 2002. The traffic is dirt cheap. So there's different resources. You've got AdMob, InMobi, Mohiva, JumpTag, AdPhonic, and even Google AdWords, which we spoke about before, Yahoo Mobile and MSN Mobile. You're not going to get a huge amount of traffic from Yahoo and MSN, but they are available. Now, truth be told, the only one you're probably going to use is AdMob. I mean, unless you've got a client with a huge ad budget, you're not going to spend a huge amount. And AdMob has been bought by Google, and it's got all the features you need. So AdMob has click-to-call. It has geo-targeting. It was bought by Google because Google gets it. JumpTags also makes landing pages, but they're not very pretty. But it does geo-target down to like metro area, so which is important. Mohiva has a beautiful landing page maker. It's beautiful, but it can only niche down to the state. So unless your business is, statewide, then it's not worthwhile. What you usually do is you'll make up an ad, which will end up being a banner, or a text ad, or a click-to-call ad, or a call to voicemail. Now, get this, call to voicemail is pretty simple. You actually, somebody calls and you send them to a 2 or 3 minute message about your product, and then they can click to buy or make an appointment. Click to call just goes straight through to you. Text ad is pretty self-explanatory. It says go here and you do that. And you can also send them just to a mobile landing page. I try to get things down to the quickest possible. So, you don't want people to click too many times and lose their attention, because mobile is a very, very fast medium. So I think your smartest thing is if you've got a text ad, you go to click to call, or banner ad to click to call. In some cases, yeah, you want to send them a landing page, but for the most case, maybe not. It depends on the purpose of what you're trying to do here. And then the other thing is you can appeal to them to join your text list. So, mine is, like I said, marketing at 6777. Maybe I'm giving away a coupon. Maybe it's a contest for a free iPad. I don't know. There's many ways of going about it, and we will get into it in another module, but that's what we're talking about. But here's the thing, and this is the point of all of this. At the end of doing all of this, your clients' phones are ringing. There's customers coming in. They're building an SMS list, they're building an email list, and they're happy customers who are gaining new business. That's the point here. We're going to set up your clients so that they're in a position where they're really, really doing well, and you'll be doing well as a result of it. So, this is cutting, bleeding edge technology, and how it applies to local is amazing.